Worst million I ever spent, and I'm gonna tell y'all about the best million I ever spent. Y'all heard of Men's Health? This is Men's Wealth. Let me tell y'all about my worst million I ever spent in my life. I spent millions of dollars on clothes, jewelry, and cars because I was insecure and I was fat. And I needed pacifiers to make me feel good about not putting in the work. When I was dealing with insecurities, I was a narcissist. So I felt like the world and the room, whatever setting I was in, it had to completely revolve around me. So whenever I bought jewelry, I made sure I bought the best of the best of the best, sir. I think I wasted about $2.5 million. All my jewelry was 18 karat gold. I made sure that all my diamonds was flawless, no inclusion. And the 911 Turbo that was on the Luca Brasi 3 cover, I bought that car and only had it for not even 6 months, but I just wanted something new to make me feel good because I was suffering internally. Some of the stuff still got the tags on it. When I go through and look at shirts, $1,000, $1,800, I was like, it's the stupidest shit on earth. The biggest turning point for me with my spending that made me get in control of my spending was one of my prison stints. I was on supervised release, and it was a violation. So when you're on supervised release, you're supposed to tell your agent where you're going. Well, what happened was my agent got switched to another agent, so I wasn't reporting. I was trying to call the other agent, but I couldn't get in touch. So it was just a big miscommunication. So they locked me up. When they locked me up, I left my wife in the streets, pregnant, with my youngest, with my baby boy. And I wasn't in the streets to make the money, so it wasn't coming like water. And when it was coming like water, I was running through it like a fish, drinking water. That was the time we really needed the money the most, and we didn't have it. And it was one of the greatest eye-openers ever. After that, I really had to buckle down and be more conscious about what I was doing financially with my money. Fortunately, we was able to regroup and make a way. My God. The best money I ever spent was buying my blueberry farm. We had 3 wells on our property, and we have a fully stocked pond with fish. If push came to shove, if I really wanted to just say I'ma save money, I could go on a fish diet if I wanted to. It's like we steady adding on to our farm. We just keep buying land because that's the one thing God not really making no more of. Another thing that was, I guess, a great investment, we bought some other land that I think I'm gonna do like a housing development. I'm thinking about senior citizen housing because they don't break nothing and they never leave. Another one of the smartest investments that we ever made as a team was investing in Breadwinners Association, our label, and growing our brand. At the time when it wasn't cool to sell merchandise, we always put our money back into our flip to grow our business with merchandise, and now we're about to be in retail stores. Whenever you have a business, your business is your baby. So you gotta nurture your baby financially, spiritually, physically, mentally. If you can hold it in your mind, you can hold it in your hand. The best piece of financial advice I ever got was the 10% rule. And the 10% rule was this: if I can't buy it 10 times, I don't need it. And instead of watching every dime, watch every penny. At the end of the day, you should be able to know exactly what you spent every day. Some rich white guy, I think I was sitting next to him on the airplane. I was like, "Are you a billionaire?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm a billionaire." And I was like, "How you got to be a billionaire?" He said, "By watching every penny." And then I heard my brother Akon say, if you can't buy it 10 times, you don't need to buy it. That's the 10% rule. And I try to live by that as much as possible. One thing I learned from spending all of that money was this: when you really need it, you don't have it because you spent it on nothing but BS. You have to save your money so one day your money can save you. And that's why I want to be an investor. I want passive income. I want money to make money for me for the rest of my life. True wealth is not of the pocket. It's of the heart and of the mind. It's the soul. Those are the things that money can never buy. That's real wealth. All things can be obtained by wisdom. All things. I dare you to love.